What's up, friends, and welcome to a new bloomburrow standard video. And today we're once again having a look at my beloved Simic Cookies. But this time around, I have like the right 75 for this meta. There was a video a couple weeks ago with how I had cookies at that time. But right now, when the meta is has been settled, I really like these 75. So that's kind of what I recommend going forward. Now, if you're not familiar with Simic Cookies at all, basically the TLDR is it's basically a Simic artifact deck that has super high synergy with making your whole board unblockable. And this is possible through Agatha's Soul Cauldron, who copies activated abilities and gives them to creatures with 1/1 counters. But also things like Surge Engine and Gingerbread are ways to just make the creatures unblockable as well. And that's how you push damage through, even if you're in a stalled board state or something of the sort. So that's kind of the idea. And they're also just heavy hitters. There's a 5/4 Zoetic Glyph in here. The Sentinel of the Nameless City grows things pretty large. You can animate artifacts with Tough Cookie. And that's kind of the general idea. It's kind of just an aggro, beatdown deck that goes into the late game very nicely because of that unblockable aspect. So we had to change the deck a little bit because the meta changed quite a lot after rotation. But like I said, right now I'm happy with this 75. Heavily inspired by a bestie that ended up winning a standard 1K with a very similar list to Simic Cookies. And this list is super close to one of my earlier versions of Cookies, which I called Cookies 1.5 because it was basically designed to stand a chance against the prowess decks. More on that in my outro, where I go a little bit more in depth about how I feel the deck is positioned in the current meta and my win rate of the session that I played and that you're going to see some gameplay off. So yeah, what do we see differently here? We're back on the Haywire Mites in the main. This is just a meta call. We still have 2 Mockingbirds in the main as well. I'm absolutely I love this card. I would, if I could find a way to go higher on the Mockingbirds, I would. But we also see 2 Kitesail Larcenists in the main right now, and that's just necessary because of the meta at the moment. So outside of that, the list is very similar still. Sideboard has changed quite a bit, but I'll talk a little bit more about that in the outro as well. And a good thing to know is that at the time this video goes live, hopefully I have my updated Simic Cookies sideboard guide up, if not very closely the day after. So if you want to pick up Simic Cookies in standard best of 3 or bring it to a tournament, but you don't really know how to sideboard with the deck, or you want to have some more in-depth strategies, I definitely recommend subscribing to my Patreon and checking out all my cookie guides and sideboard guides. And hopefully the updated sideboard guide for this 75 will be up there very soon. So let's get into the gameplay and enjoy some cookie action. But before we get into that, don't forget to like and subscribe. And like I said, if you're curious about more thoughts on cookies in the current meta and my win rate of this session that I played with this deck, stay tuned till the very last outro moment of the video, where I'll also shout out one of you guys, one of the YouTube channel's members. So with that being said, let's finally get into some gameplay. This video is brought to you by Ultimate Guard. Ultimate Guard provides you with premium protection for your trading cards, like their incredible Katana sleeves, which are my absolute favorite for sleeving up my Magic decks. Ultimate Guard has everything you need to keep your Magic cards safe, secure, and stylish. If you're interested in getting the best sleeves on the market, make sure to use my link in the description below. Rip My Unique deck is beyond iconic. I mean, truly, life's changed, you know? When that bestie typed Rip My Unique deck in the YouTube comments, something shifted. We stan. The Botanical Sanctums have arrived. See, I will always love a turn 2 Schooner. It breaks my heart to only see 2 of them left in the deck. It really does. You lost the Cookies your store champ last Friday. I just love the Schooner. I don't even care. Wait, so I could copy Flamecash Gecko? I mean, I don't know if I'd want to do anything with that, but it's pretty funny that we can. It's amazing on turn 2 it gets so clunky after that. Yeah, but the thing is, your chances of actually hitting a turn 2 Schooner will only decrease if you take them out, right? Not the lizard start you want. No, that's definitely not the lizard start of your dreams, for sure. Definitely not the dream. Yeah, you're crazy if you think I'm gonna allow you to do that. I'll sacrifice my cookie. I could steal their Fireglass Mentor low-key. It could be pretty sick. After all, why shouldn't I? Here you go. Flying Lizard. Flizzard. Yeah. Me and my Flizzard. We've won games by stealing Elish Norns and Shouldereds? Hell yeah. What do we hit? Sure, I'll grab a Mirax, why not? Play it out. They're already cooked. I mean, they definitely had like a very, very bad Lizard start, I fear. Yeah, it does. It does. Ooh, now we're going. I mean, I don't have to be doing all this. But I could. So why shouldn't I? I don't think they're gonna ever get out of this one. Okay, Little Engine is actually great in the graveyard, though. There we go. Spit on the schooner. Opponents, yeah, I was about to say, this opponent's brave for still, like, playing this out, because that could not be me. So, good for them. Good for them. Lizards? Don't know why. You had 28. I had 27. 27 is paper? That would make sense. The Rakdos Recon... That commander is fucking filthy. Like, that commander is crazy. Like, I actually hate that thing with a passion. It's actually too strong. It's actually too strong. I don't know if the precon leans like too well into it or whatever, but yeah, fuck that card. Find a lot of lands here. Valgavasi. Is that the name for the homie? Valgavasi? Alright, so at least none of these they can play. Alright, here we go again. We're copying Fireglass Mentor. 5 check. Oh my god. Does anybody need some lands? Because I have too many. Yeah, this is Simic Landfall. God, I really wish that wasn't the case, but... Tragic as fuck. Hmm. Yeah, go ahead and play Deep Cavern Bat out, homie. You're gonna be very disappointed by what the sites that you will find. Got him. Hard counter, Deep Cavern Bat. Let's go. I'm not racing this person. I'm really not racing this person. I also know they're sitting on a cut down, ready to hit my Fireglass Mentor, I think. Oh, what the actual fuck? So, is Skills of Shield the norm now? Like, when did that happen? I must have completely missed that. I feel like now I'm seeing every Lizard deck playing Skills of Shield. It's much more rare for me to find a Lizard deck that does not play Skills of Shield. Why? All the Ret and Gruul? I feel like the Lizards doesn't struggle against that, though. They had a Cauldron and a Glyph? Bruh, okay. What the fuck? Huge bruh moment. Yeah, especially considering my whole hand is basically just lands. Guess that's why, right? It's another skills of shield or whatever. Typically run 2. Huh. World's most horrendous draws, I fear. Jesus. Really can't have shit. I was about to say, like, that seems either like a misplay or, I don't know. We got him, though. See, now this hand, like... Thank you. It is possible. It is possible to thrive. Love to see it. Yeah, I know which one you mean, Cass. Easy block, don't even think about it twice. Glyph. Like, we're at a beatdown now. Like, it just puts us in such a great position. Love to see it. What about this bot? And immediately, like, I shouldn't have said a word because look at me now. Anyways, it's fine. This has got hazed. No, it's just flutter screw, no in between them right now, and it really is not great. It's really not great. Wow. Why Sunspine links in the main though? We're gonna let this flood at least give us Vine Stalk. Right. I mean, I'm still chilling like hard here. I'm like, wow, Sunspine links into main is like fascinating. Just clowning around, really. Goofing. Anyways, let me sip my my ghost tea. Just shake my head in disapproval. Mono red control? Wait, are they just mono? Wait, is this maybe that mono red mid-range deck? It has to be, right? I think that deck actually plays Twisted Fealties in the sideboard, come to think of it. I need some blue mana. Wow, dude. Yeah, I kind of need to just hit, It's not bad, though, but it's like, I need blue mana. I really do. Perfect. Especially if they slam Koth or some shit. Big true. Big if true. Still didn't think that the big red deck played Sunspine Lynxes though. But yeah. I mean, I know they have the Mishra's Foundry, and I do not want to give them a double block, so I just gotta improvise a little bit. Just red deck wins for just Prowess. No, this is, I think, mono red mid-range, I believe. That's the only deck I can think of that plays Hired Claws plus the girly that makes a treasure, Charming Scoundrel, and like Scorching Shots, and I could see them play Lynx as well, so I think it's mid-range. Anyways, easy. I mean, Hence is fine. We got a curve. We got some lands. That's a blessing. I'm getting some red aggro vibes from my opponent, though. We'll see. Maybe they're just opening up the stream, checking out the vibes. Meta sort of settled, excited for more cards soon. Yeah, the meta has kind of just like landed already. It's just prowess. Like that's all we got. It's all we got, man. Just prowess. Prowess. Like every time you check, like, oh, let me see what this the recent standard league is. Gruul Prowess, Gruul Prowess, Gruul Prowess, Boros Mice, Gruul Prowess, Rakdos Lizards, Golgari Midrange, Gruul Prowess, Rakdos Lizards, Gruul Prowess, Rakdos... It's like the only decks that are there are Rakdos Lizards, Gruul Prowess, Golgari. Like, okay, man. I guess that is that on that. You know? People must like the fast games. Yeah, like, I guess so. I mean, so do I, but it's like, geez, Gruul Prowess is just so far ahead of everybody else. The meta share of Gruul Prowess is also crazy if that's something that you care about. According to Goldfish, let's see. The meta share of Gruul Prowess is 17.7. And then second place, for some fucking reason, the Mirror Mate range. Never see anyone play that. 10.9%. So that's quite significant. Especially if you consider the third deck. It's only like a 1% between the Mirror Mate range and Domain. And Domain between Lizards is 0.3% of difference in like meta share. So Gruul Prowess sticks out by like a lot. Also speaking of like the Mirror Mate range, I'm like, nobody plays that shit. And then immediately I queue into the Mirror Mate range. Isn't that funny? I mean, I would like to set up Sentinel, I think. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's wild. Okay. German bangers. A lot of iconic, like, 80s bops are German. At least... Yeah, no, I would say that's true. A lot of iconic bangers. Yeah. 3 steps ahead tossed. The cookie kind of needs, like, different music, though. The cookie isn't necessarily vibing hard to the 80s bops. Yeah, cookie kind of needs more, like, cringy... I'd almost say, like, 2010s. I don't know if that's what I need right now. Here we go, try to swing for 7. Opponent's sitting on like go for the throw, or I mean not really because they would shoot the Sentinel. They're probably sitting on like Phantom Interference or something. Or maybe not even. Alright, bestie, what you got? We were pretty good against the Mirror Mate range though, so... How are you rolling today? We're rolling. Spikeless Siren is really nice against these, like, flyers, so... Also nice against bats, so... But, you know, it's also nice against that and Mockingbird. Yawn. We're playing some cookies to get to Diamond and also try to figure out, like, a sideboard guide, so... It's vibes. Cookies. Yo, yo, 5 gifties. Vlad, thank you so much for the 5. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Alright, we're seeing a bounce on a Spyglass Siren. Mainboard into the Flood Maw. Interesting. Thank you so much, Vlad. Appreciate you. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Everybody just got a sub. Don't forget to join our gorgeous Discord. It's where the vibes never end. This person, very deliberate. Hell yeah. Let's animate a food token. What a beautiful draw at the top. GG's. Just towards where the yapping happens. Yeah. Gossip Talent again. Oh, we're definitely continuing with the Gossip Talent deck, but for now we're just checking out some cookies. Like, I put some, like, warm water in it, and it's like, bro. Thought I was gonna, like, burn my whole hand off trying to, like, pick up the mug, so... That kind of sucked. It wasn't great. Yeah. It's not even, the cleaning isn't that difficult, but it's just, like, it's just so bad at, you know... Yeah. It's like a mug to put like warm things in, but that isn't really designed to hold warm things, so... But it's cute. And for that reason alone, I like it. Yeah. I still fuck with it though. Maybe I'm just supposed to put like cold drinks in there, or like make drinks cool down before I like transfer them over. I don't know. Form at the cost of function. Yeah, it's worth it though. It's worth it though, right? Like, I don't care. Give me any cute little ghost-looking dudes. Okay. Well, if they let my Mockingbird live, then I will copy their Deep Cavern Bat and bat themselves, bet them back. We can go into Bat Wars. Spooky Cocktail? That would go so hard. The, kind of like bar slash restaurant that Libby and I love to go to has this drink they call like a red zombie, and it's just like the most gorgeous, like... red cocktail drink, but like I almost like glitter through it. Like, I don't know. It's also very nice, like cherry flavored. Yeah, that'll go hard in here. Well, a little bit. A little bit. A little bit. Not not too much. Do I go there? I mean, to be fair, like, it might actually be better just copy, like, a Preacher of the Schism and give myself a creature with Death Touch. So maybe I'll just start off with a tough cookie here. Maybe I think of the future. An investment into the future right here. We'll see. Future investment. Stealing Shellys or Preachers. Mockingbird truly has become one of my absolute favorite cards to come out of, like... Bloomburrow. The Hunter's Talent edition was reversed. A little. A little. I still feel like in a environment... like the other talent card, the green talent, could really shine. But you just have to dedicate so many sideboard cards to, like, beating aggro. like the current problem with Cookies, well, it's not really a problem, but like the thing with Cookies is that it's already great against mid-range, and like you could add these cards like you know, Hunter's Talent and the other talent, whatever the green one is, I forget the name of it. But anyways, you could shove all of that in and make an argument for it and give yourself an even better matchup against like slow to like mid-range decks. But you're already so good against them. Like your only weakness really is these like glass cannon-y prowess decks. So you're at this point dedicating like so many cards in the main and even in the sideboard to just like giving yourself a matchup against those decks that you don't really have to fuck around too much with like other, you know, more mid-range coded cards, unfortunately. And I really wish that we weren't put in a position like that, but I think I have to start off with Sentinel here. Then I can do Mockingbird plus hard hitting. So yeah, it feels a bit weird. Like you just have to try and like find a way to beat the red prowess decks because they're just so popular right now. Yeah. It's already, Duskmourn is already looking great as well. We think about the new duels. I love them. I'm just upset they're not in Simic. I'm just upset they're not in Simic. But oh well. This is the famous cookie deck. This is it. This is it. The famous cookies. I don't want to unnecessarily suffer here, please. Thanks. The famous cookies. Yeah, so I was gonna like do Mockingbird, copy Preacher, and hard hitting question, but I think the opponent might be sitting on a Gopher Throat, so then I'm much better off trying to have Zoetic Glyph be the card that fights. There's still a chance to put the other half of the lands. Well, according to chat, they're not. It's gonna come in a future set. It's when they complete the land cycle, so... Boo! Everybody disliked that, basically. At the same time, Boros doesn't get the lands either, so I think we should be happy. Gruul does get the lands, though, which kind of fucking sucks, but yeah. So, we'll see. Rakdos gets them, which is great. It's a Reckless Enjoyer. What happens if Mockingbird targets the food that's enchanted? It would just create a food token. Why does this opponent feel the urge to rope me so much? Like, are you good? Oh, you're not. You're not good. I think I'm in a spot where I can shoot the Preacher. Yo, Ayaka, thank you for the 24 months. Holy shit, 2 years. Thank you. Appreciate you so much. Alright, so what is it then? Flood Maw, because Gopher Throat won't work. All of a sudden they can react relatively quickly. It's a negate. Okay, sure. Opponent's on the phone with customer support. Yeah, they're doing something. I don't know. You go ahead, bestie. Mother was yelling. Mother. Put on cookie, maybe? Also not... let's shove that in the grave in case we get a cauldron. Bro, I fucking love deep cavern pets. Yeah, they're so great. I need access to, I forget. There we go. Creature of Schism really fucking me up a little bit. I mean, I've tried to get rid of it, but... We're literally like 10 minutes ahead of this dude. Why are you so slow? Don't know. Oh, shoo. Me. They're gonna rope the whole turn again. It's giving a little sus at this point. Unless they're really like preoccupied with something else, it's giving a little suspicious. Problem is that Restless Reef right now. Need like a cauldron or some shit and then I'm fine. You auto-concede to an island. I respect it. Yeah, I mean, these bats and this preacher is giving me some difficulty, so... I won't lie, I'm not really feeling super favored right now. Because they keep being able to chump with the vampire and it really sucks. But a great moment to have Hunter's Talent. You know? I mean, I think Dimir, according to like Goldfish, is literally like the second most popular deck, like... Which I didn't know, blew me away. In competitive, like, events, that is, so... Dude, just make a fucking decision. Oh my god, like I can't. At this point, we're like 10 minutes ahead of them. Like, Jesus. I'm getting a little like... My like absolutely destroyed attention span is suffering here. Like, for fuck's sake, man. This person's actually just gonna run out of time for some reason. If we go to game 3, they're cooked. They really are. Like, please, just play the damn game. Misery. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Just click continue, unless you're gonna now it's gonna remove my creature, but doubt it. Blessing if we can actually get this to resolve. Is the pain, is it over? My god. People slow play and attempt that you get annoyed and surrender. Maybe, like, it's not happening though. I know I'm in a good matchup, like, you're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me, bestie. I mean, yeah, especially after sideboarding, we should have a great matchup, so... You know what, fuck it, we ball. I will explore into blue mana anytime. Not even worried. Not even worried. This is easy. Easy peasy. Gingerbread shaking ass to a phone beat. That's the brand. That is the brand. Shaking it. Really not sure how to feel about this, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm assuming they are just gonna hurt migration. Dunno. It's probably like a get lost, I guess. Give me a banger. That's not a banger. At least I'm not like dying to a lookdown. I have pick your poisons. Oh, hell yeah. Alright, so we're not yet in, Sunfall range. The second we're in Sunfall range, we're holding that repulsive mutation like our life depends on it. What'll happen next? They look me down, I just might in response save my stuff. Thanks for the maps, bestie. Nah, it's true, it's true. I like how Cookies is just good against, like, the most common, like, removal, you know? Oh, okay. Wasn't expecting Tranquil Frillback, actually. Might be delusional, I just don't recall Tranquil Frillback getting played by Traxa, but okay. Not happy with that. Here we go. Look, guys, it's a flood. Fuck's sake. I guess I gotta give them that. Don't. I mean, I have the mites, but there's a fucking 3/3 in the way. Which really fucking sucks. I mean, once again, like, how many lands have we found? It's just weird. It's not good. We need pressure. You're still sunfalling me, though? But why? Feels like a shitty sunfall. I'm just actually letting that resolve. Like, I don't care, I think. Didn't even attack first? Nope. Not even. Search engine saves. Your favorite dodge removal dude right now is Phyrexian Flesh Gorger. George is great. Yeah, we stan. Oh, you're so done. You're so done. Homie really out here thinking they can cast an Atraxa. Ooh. I like it. I could get a cafe, but I'd like a nice sweet drink. Surprise me. Thank you though. Let's see. How do I get through this? No, I tapped the double Mirrex myself because I was thinking I was going to do something else. Yeah, I know how I fucked up. I should have just, like, not gone X's 2. I should have gone X's 1. I just didn't think about it. This is only buffs up by 2, so 7 is 8. No. No, it should have been X's 1 on Search Engine. Search Engine, pay the blue so that it can attack, and then you can swing with the Restless Vines. Restless Vines, okay, you have lethal. That's the line. Previous turn. That would have won the game. But I got too excited with that counter and did X's 2 for no reason. But it should have been X's 1 and then activate Search Engine. Then you would have been fine. No, that's not how it works. You don't need to put the X's 2 on the might. I mean, I guess you could, but it's like, why? We're still okay, but yeah, missing lethal is not usually where you want to be at. I should have just thought that through a little bit more. This matchup, we really miss a third Schooner. Like, Schooner is so sick in these, like, control matchups that, yeah, you really do miss it. Beans again. That's the most disappointing shit I've ever seen. No, thank you. It's fine. I don't know. I was thinking like a nice, warm, sweet drink. No. So silly. So goofy. She's just determined to get me a drink. Okay, so I could still be locked down. She means well. She doesn't have to bring me anything. Just go downstairs myself, but, you know. I have a feeling I'm just gonna get looked down. I wish I could hold up to Shana, but like, you know, play, draw, diff. Play, draw, diff. I do have a lot of ways to like unlock the lockdown if it comes to it, but... Okay, it's just a frillback. That's not the worst. I'm wondering what they're gonna get rid of, though. Nice, they went after the wrong target. Aha! I love it when my opponent does that. Oh my god, they really fucked up. What are you gonna do, bestie? Sunfall me? I encourage you to try it. My god. That's really all they can do. Like, they can just get so far behind in the game. They'll be like, Sunfall! And then you have counter magic and their whole world falls apart. It's so great. It's so great. Okay, get out of here. We would have won with the search engine activated abilities. So out of the 9 games that I played in this play session, we ended up winning 7, losing 2. But both games that I lost, we kind of lost in a very similar way. They were against like super aggro decks, which one of them was Gruul Prowess and one of them was Boros Mice. And in game 3, we had the Mold of 5 and yeah, the hand was very, very awkward at that point, and they kind of just like ran us over with the coin flip 1. That's kind of what happened in those games. So pretty unfortunate. I do think that Cookies has a much higher chance at beating Boros Mice than it does Gruul Prowess. I think out of all the decks in the top 8 decks in the current meta, I would say Cookies by far has the worst matchup against Gruul Prowess. Because they just overwhelm you so much, and you really need to be in like black or white to have that like solid like spot removal to try and not you know, get stomped by a completely buffed up Cacophony Scamp or Heartfire hero. So what we're doing in Cookies, and this is why you're seeing 4 copies of Into the Floodmaw, is that we basically try to like board into these like instant return target creature and opponent controls to its owner's hand, so that if they have like a super buffed up Heartfire hero, we can just bounce it back into our hand, especially hopefully if that thing has been like buffed multiple times. Now obviously the dangerous thing is always Snakeskin Veil, but it's kind of your only hope. It's by far the worst matchup in the meta. And as always, the greatest thing about Cookies is, in my opinion, that it has such a fantastic matchup against mid-range decks, slower control decks, especially decks that mainboard 4 copies of Go for the Throat. It's very good against that. So I would say that the deck is also pretty decent against the Lizards. Probably like a little bit favored, not by a whole lot, because sometimes one of the weaknesses for Cookies, especially if you have a little bit of a slower start, is these like go wide decks. Boros Convoke was definitely the worst matchup in the previous meta. I feel like Boros Convoke is facing a lot of hate lately though, so the fact that Boros Convoke isn't showing up as much anymore in the meta is really good for us. And any deck that basically tries to beat these like aggro decks, Cookies is going to be pretty good against, because we have a lot of resilience. Like I said, we are basically an artifact deck. And we have those 2 Haywire Mites in the main and a bunch of extra, like, you know, enchantment hate in the sideboard as well, so that we don't have to die to a temporary lockdown. We have counter magic too, so that a Sunfall doesn't have to, like, mess us up. So, yeah, the greatest struggle for Cookies at the moment is definitely the Prowess decks. And sometimes you can have some difficulties with Go Wide, but I feel like that matchup has shifted a lot more into our favor. So, it's looking good for Cookies. Definitely still highly recommend crafting the deck. It's also looking great in the future. If you're keeping up at all with Duskmourn spoilers, there's some like 2 really, really sweet cards so far that I think would very like nicely slot in Cookies. One of them is, I believe, Marvin the Mimic, which is basically an Agatha's Cauldron on a creature. That's a bad way to word it. There's a 2-mana artifact creature toy that has all activated abilities of all creatures on your side. So that would mean copying Tough Cookie, Surge Engine, Gingerbrute. And that's basically what this whole deck tries to do. We're trying to like copy these activated abilities, make a board unblockable, or like animate our food token. So Marvin is really sweet and an artifact. And then you have Twitching Duel as well, that I think will slot really nicely into Cookies. I don't remember that card too much, but it has like 2 really sweet activated abilities, and it's an artifact creature as well. So we'll see how the list evolves as we go into Duskmourn. But at the moment, I would say this is absolutely the perfect like 75. And yeah, if you want to start winning games with Cookies, this is the list that I recommend. Now it's time to shout out our member of the day, our bestie of the day, and that is Totally Whipped. Thank you so much for supporting the channel in the way that you do, and yeah, we appreciate you very, very much. So with that being said, I look forward to see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you think of Cookies going forward into Duskmourn. Are there any other cards that I might have missed out on? Any things that you think from Duskmourn that would slot nicely into Cookies? And with that being said, my friends, see you in the next video.